It's puck time. It's Monday. It's MLK Day. I'm the Prez. We got Alex B. Smith and Andrew McInnis from sportsmemo.com joining us. Before we get into hockey, boys, and we're only going to talk about the two games that are going tonight, if 6 o'clock is even considered the night. Before we get into that, I was thinking of equating the New Orleans game yesterday to hockey, and I was thinking to myself, it's overtime, game 7 of, the semifinals, maybe third period OT, everybody's tired. And standing at center ice before the puck is dropped, so nobody's watching anything but, one of the players takes his stick and whacks a guy over the head, pulls out a gun, shoots him in the stomach, and the refs miss it. Is that a fair analogy?
That's pretty fair. I mean, I was going to kind of equate it to the real world scenario that happened with the '99 Cup final with Dallas and Buffalo, where we just saw a clear missed play change the outcome of the entire season.
Except Buffalo was swept.
In that final?
Wasn't it 4-0 or 4-1?
No, it was 4-2. That was game 6.
Oh, okay. Long time ago.
You hate to see it decided that way, Prez.
Well, let's equate the KC game to hockey. So D Ford lines up in the neutral zone. It ruins the entire season for Kansas City. So if you watch it on replay, from a hockey perspective, you find that one guy grabbed a hockey player, threw him over the glass. The guy who was thrown over the glass comes back and punches the guy in the face, and the guy who was thrown over the glass is the only person who got penalized. That's what happened on that stupid ass play.
Yeah.
It was New England that was lined up correctly, not Kansas City. Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about hockey. I am so disgusted.
Let it all out. If it makes you feel any better, Prez, I hopped on the Rams live after that play because I knew that's just how it was going to happen. I knew the tables would just turn, and that's how it always happens in OT. The team that kind of got the call in their favor ends up going on to win. That's just what happened.
That's true.
Yeah, well, then we had the Chris Jones phantom roughing the passer bullshit. Anyway.
Terrible call.
Which in the CFL you can challenge.
Yes.
And I know nobody on here probably likes the CFL, but hey, you can be able to challenge. Maybe in the NFL you should be able to do it at least in the last 2 minutes. Prez, what do you think?
I think your mic still sucks, but at least it's a little better. Guys, I'm on a 6-1 hockey run. I got a 4-unit total tonight. It is one of the 2 late games. So make sure to head over to WagerTalk.com. It's $9. Every play at WagerTalk and Sports Memo on Mondays is $9. Andrew and Alex, we're gonna have you both on a couple more. Alex, you'll be here every day this week, and Andrew, we'll see you a couple of more times. Guys, we're only going to go through 2 games. Let's go through them quick because I got to get out of here. Okay. Let's start with the San Jose Sharks at Florida. It's really a pick-em game for the home team. San Jose is -120. The over and under is 6.5. Alex, we'll go to you first. San Jose was absolutely rolling, won 7 games in a row. Now they've lost 2 on the road to Arizona and Tampa Bay. And Florida, who had lost 7 in a row as well, conversely, has now won 2 in a row against Toronto and Nashville, which is very impressive. Where are you going in this game?
Well, I have a play on the total that's available at sportsmemo.com, but let's talk about the side in this because, like you said, we have an inverse scenario where you have a team that had a long losing streak coming off of back-to-back wins. For Florida, they played a Toronto team that looks like they're just dying to get to the All-Star break. And then they played a Nashville team that just kind of been going through the motions, didn't have their full effort in that game. Where you look at it on the flip side, San Jose had a nice win streak going, and then that a flat spot against Arizona because they were coming off that big game, that big win against Pittsburgh. Then they have to turn right around and play the best team in hockey, the Tampa Bay Lightning. We know how back and forth those games go. We saw that meeting happen earlier this month, and it was a back and forth kind of game. So I think here things kind of settle out. We see the regression to the norm. I think San Jose is worth the play here at minus $1.20. Luongo's numbers historically against San Jose haven't been well. 14, 13, and 5 with 2.57 goals against and 33 starts. So it's just about average. I think San Jose kind of buckles down and gets things rolling. They want to go into the All-Star break on a high note. So I look for the Sharks here as a road favorite tonight.
Andrew, any thoughts on this game?
I like the total on this one. I like the over. I think that San Jose is one of the best defensive pairings in the entire National Hockey League, and they've been so underachieving. It amazes me every day. 6.5 again is a number we're starting to see more and more often, guys. And I think that with Florida's scoring power and the Sharks' scoring ability, along with their ability to kind of just allow teams to walk all over them, this one should go over the total.
I just want to make mention, just as an overall, we are going to be seeing a lot of 6.5s, and I think once the All-Star break comes and once we get closer and closer towards playoff hockey, I think the unders across the board are going to be very good bets. Andrew, Minnesota tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern game on the road against Vegas. The Knights had a slow start on the season. They've been rolling of late, one of the hottest teams in the league. They are only 2-2 in their last 4, but they just beat Pittsburgh 7-3. And Minnesota really having a tough time getting a handle on this Minnesota team. They just beat Columbus 2-1, and then they lost to Anaheim at home 3-0. What are you doing in this game?
Yeah, if you were to give me a team that I've had the most trouble reading this season, it'd probably be Minnesota. I'd probably be Minnesota Wild for sure. But looking at this one, I love the fact that the public hammered the under in the Vegas game versus Pittsburgh. For some reason, I don't know, Vegas is playing very, very well right now. They're scoring. So I don't get why everyone will be all over that with a team like Pittsburgh coming to town, guys. But in this one, I'm going to look towards the under. This is one of those ones where Minnesota has to go back to playing Minnesota Wild hockey, buckle down, clog that ice up, make the ice small. And, Vegas is scoring right now. Their top 6 is rolling. And, of course, Florida's looking great. Dubnyk and that's for the Wild. I think this one goes under in a very, very low-scoring game, guys.
Andrew, we've got to figure out your mic issues. I am baffled. You're using an Ethernet cable?
Yes, yeah.
I
just set it up today, so it might not be fully set up.
Okay,
I just set it up today.
Andrew, put an ad on your Facebook page or somewhere and find a tech guy to come in. It'll cost you $100. Bill me. I will pay for it, okay? Because I need you on these shows, and I'm telling you flat out, I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth today. We just got to get it fixed, brother. Just pay a techie to come to your house and fix it. Alex, any thoughts on this Minnesota game?
I got a play on this one at Sports Memo, but one of the things I want to look at here is, like I said, we're trying to gauge how these teams are going to be playing going into the All-Star breaks, whether they're on a hot streak or a cold streak, how they're going to look to wrap things up. And we heard from Bruce Boudreau a couple of weeks ago in referencing starting goalie Devin Dubnyk. He says that Dubnyk's looking tired mentally and physically. So with that being said, I'm guessing that we're going to see probably Stalock. We already saw him get 2 of the last 3 starts. I think we're going to probably see him get maybe 1 more start before the break. So if not this game, then it'll be the game in a couple of days at Colorado. That's the final game before the break. So look for things of that nature, to kind of circle and highlight. Listen to some of these coaches' quotes and some player quotes as well as we get toward the end of this break.
Great point, guys. Listeners, Puck Time is done. Only 2 games. Have yourself a great MLK Day. Thanks for watching, listening, commenting. I'll comment back at all of you. And remember, at WagerTalk.com on Mondays, it's $9 Mondays. And we already heard from Alex. He's got 2 plays up at Sports Memo tonight. Andrew, you're going to get your mic fixed. You have 2 plays up at Sports Memo tonight as well. I like your shirt, by the way. And I'm even liking your hair today. Yeah, it's not that like pulled up over to the side garbage. Be well, my friends, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see you guys.